Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today's video is basically an update of a video that I posted about a year ago, and that video was about what it costs to maintain a swimming pool. Was it worth it? Did our utilities spike up? And a lot of y'all had a lot of questions this past summer because I know, as we all know, everything went up. And so a lot of the questions were, can we get an update? How high is your electricity bill? How high is your water bill, etc.? So this is an update for those asking. So in case you guys missed that video, so you guys can kind of compare, I'll go ahead and link it up here so you guys can go ahead and watch it if you guys have a minute or two. But basically, those were the prices and the rates of what it costs to take care and maintain a swimming pool back in 2022. And so with everything, spiked up in prices and everything has gone up, this is definitely going to help a lot of you so you guys can get a better look and idea of what it's like to pay to maintain a pool, what it takes for the utilities during the summer, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and share that with you guys. And I do have my laptop here because all of my utilities are online. So I kind of just want to go over it with you guys and show you guys the exact numbers. Let me give you guys a briefly description. So we are a family of 5. We do have a 2-story, 3,600 square foot home. The TVs are always on here. We do have 3 kids. They are in school during the day, but of course when they get home, it's TVs on. They have their Google Play playing, whatever it is that they have connected. They have chargers connected everywhere, in the media room, in the living room, in their bedroom. All 3 of my children have their LED lights on 24/7, and it's something that I'm constantly always telling them, please turn off your lights. Your lights are on. Child even leaves the TV on, and I don't find out until like the end of the day. So that's that. So anyways, before building our pool, this is something I had mentioned on my first video. We had friends with pools, we had neighbors and people that we knew that had pools, and they always said, oh, we don't recommend it, don't you ever get it, it was a waste of our money. I think it just depends on your lifestyle and the person that you are, because my children love the pool and they jump in there all the time. I can't even tell you during the summer how often we swam. We just kind of just randomly jumped in and we ended up in the pool every single day. Now with the kids being back in school, they're there every Friday, every weekend, and we have friends over, and parties and gatherings are just so much more fun, and it's just so much better to be outside and enjoy a nice brunch with having a swimming pool like right in front of you. Like, you just can't imagine it. I love it and I don't regret a thing. So let's go back to the utilities and the cost. So the cost to maintain a swimming pool, we're kind of rounding out to around the same thing, maybe just a few dollars, a little bit more this year, because I did notice that some of the supplies that we buy, this is a chlorinated pool, so some of the supplies did go up in price. So the chlorine tablets, I did see them during summer at Costco. I do shop at Costco, so I purchased those, and they were actually really great. Whenever I buy something new, I'd like to do like a little review, go online and kind of just see like what the reviews are. So it had a 4.5 star for that brand, and so I went ahead and bought the bucket. It was on sale, so that was even a plus. And that has actually lasted me. I bought the packet or the bucket like back in May, and I still have some, and I still will have some for like the next, maybe, I'm gonna say maybe up to November, because during the summer the chlorine does eat up much faster because of the sun and because of the heat. And here in Texas we've been in the triple digits, so it's been super hot. So you do want to keep your water features on if you do have them in your pool during the day, like right when the sun's above your pool of your home if you can. If not, in the evening is fine, or the morning. It helps the water kind of circulate more and it doesn't evaporate as faster. That way your autofill doesn't automatically go on every single day, try to keep that water level up, because it's so hot, it's just eating up your chlorine and it's like eating up your water. So with that being said, I think I told you guys I did get some quotes when we first finished our pool, and the quotes were insane. They first started off at $130 monthly to come out every week and check your pool and add chemicals as needed, and then that just went up like this. As soon as things started going up, that price increased dramatically. They went from quotes that I was getting from companies from 130, they went up to 189, 190, 195, and that's like a monthly service. And they come out every week, they brush your pool, they take whatever trash is in there with this, the little net, and then they add chemicals as needed. But this is something that I learned and that I do myself. So I'm saving myself that much money. So if I were to pay a company to come out and clean my pool, and for me to pay, I'm just going to go ahead and put up the highest rate, which is $220, because there were some companies that were around that price, $215, $210. I was looking at about $2,640 a year annually, and that's just to maintain the pool. Me doing it myself, I'm spending $640 annually, and this consists of buying basically the only thing you're going to need once you have a chlorinated pool. It's going to be chlorine tablets and muriatic acid, and you're just going to add that as needed, unless you have like an algae problem, algae, whatever that's called, that green stuff that grows, which we haven't, thankfully, because I've been so good with maintaining my chemicals, and I score like I do very, very well, and I'm so proud of myself. Of course that's going to require you to purchase additional stuff, and so maybe hardness or whatever, but trust me, if you maintain it to where it's supposed to be, you're not going to have any of those problems. You're not going to need anything else but your chlorinated tablets, and then your shocking bags, and that I do buy the box. Also, I did purchase them from Costco, but usually I go to Pinch a Penny, which is a lot more cheaper than Leslie's Pool Supplies. It'll save you a few bucks, and a few bucks run a long way for me, at least. So if you like saving, go to Pinch a Penny or try to look for these supplies at Costco. If you don't mind the high prices, and find yourself a Leslie Pool Supply store, and they're going to try to, if you have a little tiny problem, they're going to give you a list of stuff that you need, and you really do not need all of that. So let's go ahead and talk about the utilities. This is something that a lot of questions were asked. So yes, a lot has happened. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys here, as you can see, how it has spiked. So we're off in January, and this is my usage up to now. So the highest I paid for electricity bill, and this is me paying with a 17.2 cents per kilowatt. Now, back in 2022, we were paying 12 cents a kilowatt. And so right in the middle, it wasn't even my renewal time when I did get a few emails and notifications. I wasn't under a contract, so it notified me that I was right away, it was changing, the rate was changing. So it went up a cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, until I just did a contract and I kind of locked in the price. So my lowest one with Reliant was 17 cents per kilowatt. So I locked in that rate for 1 year. I do have that plan, save on weekends and nights after 8 p.m. So our highest bill for the summer was for July, and we paid 300. Let me see here, what does it say? Okay, so we paid for July, we paid $362. Actually, August, I feel like August was much, much hotter, and we actually paid less. That was when it's only, I don't know, for some reason it was 310. We'll go down to June, 289, and then May, that May was 268, and then it just keeps going down and down. 150 for April, 155 for March, and 127 for February. So you can tell where it starts spiking, and definitely with that new rate for the kilowatt, yeah, we are paying much more for electricity this year, and this summer was so hot, so definitely we did have a higher bill. As far as water, especially because the autofill keeps going on every other day or so, because I can tell, like, on the days that are so hot, the water line, like, I can see it go down just a few inches, but as soon as that water fill is notified that it needs water, it'll just turn on automatically. But because it's like little by little, it's not like we're gonna let it go down all the way and then add a bunch of water the next day. I honestly don't feel like it was a huge increase. Normally during summer with sprinklers going on, we do have, grass in the front, and we do have the flower beds. We still have, trees and bushes and plants in the backyard. So with sprinklers going on morning and night, and that's just me because it's so hot here and I feel like my plants need more water. So for the water, it hasn't been that bad actually. Despite that, we need to fill the pool a lot more. So for June and July, we did pay $89. Prior to that, my bill was only like $72. And then for August, let's see, it was $79. So I guess we just used more water in June and July. But yeah, it goes down, for the spring. I can tell like in May is when we started kind of going up a little bit higher in the water. As far as my gas bill, gas bill is not a lot, even though we do use the hot tub. We haven't used it in the summer because it's like the water is pretty warm and we don't crave the hot tub. But I think our gas bill does go up in the winter because we do like to go in the hot tub when it's like really cold. So we have to warm it up, or we won't warm up the entire pool. But right now, my current gas bill, we're sitting at 19. Was the last one in August. In July, we paid 21. June, 26. I don't know why. Maybe I guess the washer, or I guess I cooked more. I don't know. But keep in mind, we do shower every day, sometimes twice a day. So that means a lot. So, but yeah, so the gas bill is like between $20. But yes, during the fall and winter, this past December, January, and February, when it was really, really cold, we did have a high of, let me go back here. Okay, so we did have a high of $112 for February, and I can tell you that February, March, and April, we were warming up the whole entire pool maybe once or twice a month, but the hot tub maybe every weekend. We love the hot tub, and we go in there every weekend when it's cold. And we do get a lot of cold weather and temperatures during the beginning of the year. So it starts kind of cooling down in December, but yeah, definitely a little bit of more of an increase. So not as bad. I think the highest one was the electricity bill. So we do have variable pumps that are on 24 hours a day for the pool. A lot of people have the pumps that just turn on certain hours a day. This one's very energy efficient, and so the pumps are running very, very low during the day, and then a certain time in the middle of the night, it spikes up to like really high RPMs just to get a better water flow and kind of just mix everything up so it's all the chemicals are not sitting at the bottom. And so that's only for just a few minutes, maybe 25 minutes, and then it goes back to its normal low setting. And I have that twice. Does go really high twice in the middle of the night, and then during the day it's just very, very low. A lot of people, I know, I've heard, we have like a group chat for like pool owners here in our neighborhood. Some people were even turning off the pumps because they didn't want to pay so much, but that's actually not a very good idea because it's not good for the water. The water chemistry is just gonna throw it off, and you're gonna end up using either more muriatic acid, or you're gonna need hardness, or you're gonna start growing that green, yellow algae that grows in the pool because your water is not circulating enough. And with the heat, it can grow bacteria. So it's not a very good idea. I know some people are trying to save on their electricity bill. And honestly, someone did post like maybe June, July, they started posting, especially the new people that have moved into the neighborhood that are not from Texas. They were kind of like concerned, like, is this a mistake? Because I am paying $530 or $560 a month for electricity. Yes, we have the AC on 24/7. We have it on every morning, during the day, and at night because it's so hot. So some people were just confused of why their electricity bill was so high. A lot of people are from like New York or Montana or California, and they're not used to those high electricity rates. So yeah, no, it wasn't a mistake. That's how much people are paying. And these were people without a pool. So I can't imagine exactly what kind of rate or what kind of energy plan they have, but imagine if they had a pool. I don't know. That's just a lot, but I honestly don't think it's a lot for us. A full household of 5 with a pool and the lights are constantly on, and it's like, I don't think it's a whole lot. I don't think it's that bad. Yes, the prices have changed and it's gone up, but not to where we can't say, well, I'm going to turn off the pump so I can save on energy, because it's not that bad. So I hope this video was helpful in any way if you guys are planning on getting a pool. But I'll tell you something, that my kids love it and enjoy it every single day, and I myself do as well. My husband loves it, everyone loves it. So definitely, if those are your plans, proceed, go on with it. It's worth it. It's worth every penny. And I know things have gone up and prices are increasingly high right now for pools, and I know new friends that are trying to get quotes and trying to get pools, and it's just so expensive. Yeah, so that was all about today's video. I hope I answered all of y'all's questions. If I did miss anything, which I don't think I did do the water bill, electricity, gas, and then the cost to maintain a pool. I really don't add anything else to my pool. That's all it needs, just more chlorine, muriatic acid. Everything else is like set and on top of the line. I always do what I do use Leslie's stores for is because sometimes when I'm randomly around that area where the store is, I like to take a sample of my pool water and just kind of take it in so I can check in and see how the water's looking. It's always at like 98 or 86%, which is like really good. And they always tell me, you're good. You don't need anything. It looks perfect. So I am so proud of myself. I give me a pat for that. So yeah, honestly, it's not hard at all. I come out here, I try to do the pool. Sometime that's not on the weekend because that's usually when we use it the most. So I try to do it like on Wednesdays or Mondays, like my days to check the water chemistry. Whatever it needs, I just go ahead and add it, and it takes less than 10 minutes, you guys. It does not take a lot. The brushing, sometimes we alternate. Sometimes it's my daughter, sometimes it's my son, but the person that does it the most is my husband. As soon as he's home and he likes to brush it, he just enjoys himself being outside and being doing something productive. So he really enjoys brushing the pool, and we do brush it 3 to 5 times a week. And sometimes I used to brush it a lot, but I mean, they took over, so it's like, okay, that's fine as long as I add the chemicals and do the rest. We don't have, I'll show you guys, we don't have big trees or shrubs that shed a lot, so we don't have a mess in the pool, so it doesn't really, there's not a lot of trash. Usually there's homes that have big trees or shrubs that shed a lot, and the leaves fall in the pool. Typically, like on a really windy day, we'll get some leaves from like the neighbors or leaves from these bushes that we have here, but these don't shed like at all, like maybe just a few. And when I trim it and then I don't pick them up, they'll fly into the pool when it's super windy. But other than that, like back here, we keep everything like so clean. My husband's always blowing it with the leaf blower. Oh, my camera is not focusing. There we go. Yeah, he's always blowing. He's always washing the floor because we do have a very light decking color, and we like to keep it very clean. So yeah, that's pretty much all we do to maintain the backyard. We don't have any grass. Everything is rock all around, garden rock, and then just these plants that we have here, and then these shrubs that we have back here. Now these lights that I have back here in the garden, these are from Amazon, and these are solar lights, and they are amazing, you guys. For the price, I highly recommend them. I'll go ahead and link them for you guys in the description box. Get yourself a set. I think it comes in a set of 6, but I love them. They work amazing and they light up. They're so bright. I love them. And it's like a warm white. It's not I actually am not a big fan of those like blue LED solar lights. I just don't like that blue hint of color. I like the warm or the bright white. So that's why these lights here are my favorite. So I would definitely order more if I needed to, but I think I have plenty already. Yeah, so I hope I answered everything. If I missed anything, just comment it down below and I'll just type in an answer, whatever it is that you guys are wondering or whatever other questions you guys have. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful, hopefully in any way. And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give me a like, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys. Mwah.